Tonight, a local attorney irate after the state attorney's office agreed to drop charges against a Jacksonville police officer accused of beating a teenager in handcuffs.
So as part of the deal, Timothy James will have to resign from JSO, but he's free to continue his law enforcement career elsewhere with a couple of exceptions.
First Coast News' Nick Perot is live tonight. And Nick, you just spoke with that teen's attorney.
Yes, Heather, I did, and we'll get to his comments here in a moment. I want to tell you, the state attorney's office says in this disposition that there's a strong chance that a jury would not have convicted Tim James. James' resignation will be effective Thursday. He will not be able to serve in 3 local counties.
I'm yelling the whole time, James, stop, Tim, stop.
How Officer Tim James' supervisor, Sergeant Howell, recalls June 10th. According to the disposition, Elias Campos says Officer Tim James pushed his face into the divider in the squad car before forcefully removing him, as seen here on surveillance video, from the squad car. James was arrested for battering the teen, but charges ultimately dropped as a result of this disposition.
Anything less than him turning in his ability to practice as a law enforcement officer was completely unacceptable to the victim.
John Phillips represents Campos and another victim claiming the officer hit him with his car. Phillips says justice is not being served.
It allows and empowers bad cops to keep doing bad things. It says to other bad officers, look, we're probably not going to prosecute you. You probably can get away with this. And that's a problem.
Although James is resigning as a JSO officer, banned from serving in Nassau, Duval, and Clay counties for 3 years, and required to take anger management courses, Phillips says Officer James should have faced a trial.
If we're not prosecuting that because it'll be too hard or because we're worried about what's going to happen when one officer testifies against the other officer, our justice system fails.
Too much history, Phillips says, to think that James could put on a shield in another state.
We've just got a system of failures, and our state attorney's office siding with cops and giving them a slap on the wrist fails the entire system.
And back out here live, we reached out to James' attorney. He sent us this statement from FOP President Steve Zana, saying the criminal justice system has worked as intended, and we wish Tim James well in the future. You can read more about this story on firstcoastnews.com as this continues. We're live tonight outside of JSO. Nick Perot, First Coast News on your side.